Me and Rondell know each other pretty well. We've trained together since I was a junior in high school. Um, Training together, we were always competing with each other and doing things like that. So um, he was almost like a brother to me when, especially going through the recruiting process and asking him what type of things he had to go through and things like that. So he's just been a really, really big help with me.
With that said, you hope when he comes back this week and plays?
Yes and no. I hope he comes back, obviously, because I love seeing him play. And obviously, I think our games are a little similar, but I don't want him to cause our defensive fits either. So either way, I'll be happy to see him.
You said he helped you with recruiting, but how did you help each other also just training and seeing this is what elite looks like?
We were just competing if one of us dropped the ball or anything like that. So we were always going back and forth with each other, and that always helped us out. And so he's part of the reason how I even got here today, and seeing how he is and how he approaches the game and things like that. So he's just been a really big help in that way.
Wando, could you comment a little bit just on how Luke handled the team while he was out there on Saturday?
I think Luke handled the team really well. He's a gamer. We were all kind of a little shook whenever he was having to go in, but at some points we were like, all right, we have confidence in Luke now, and so he started to play really, really well, and so we believed that we could win the game whenever he was in. So Luke played really, really well on Saturday.
There's some sprinters in your freshman class, I know, with Mans and Houston. How fast is Luke compared to them and to you?
Let's just say in the spring and winter conditioning, Luke was winning a lot of the sprints, so he was faster than a lot of the guys, and Luke is a burner just like everybody else. If you saw him run, you wouldn't think he was a quarterback.
You said that there was a little reservation at first when you knew he was going to have to play. Why was that?
Just the environment and knowing that he wasn't the original guy going into the game, and so we weren't prepared technically for Luke to go in. And obviously, true freshman, I had jitters going in. I know he had some jitters going in too. But once he calmed down and was all good, he played really, really well.
How would you describe his personality?
It's upbeat. He's really, really funny. If you ever just sit down and talk with him, he'll just be like, hey, anybody got any jokes? And that's kind of how he is. And I love Luke to death. He's always working hard. He's a loving person. He cares for everybody. And so Luke is just what you would want in a football player and what you would want in your quarterback.
He doesn't make a big deal about his family background, but do you guys kind of talk to him about that and what his brother's doing and all that stuff?
Yeah, we do sometimes, but at the end of the day, we know that Luke's his own person, and we don't want to compare him to his brothers and make him feel like that he's another McCaffrey or anything like that, and that we look at his brothers any different. So I look at Luke like he's one of my best friends. I don't look at him like he's Christian McCaffrey's brother or anything like that. So
It's always a risk for a freshman to speak up and to speak about the entire team, especially his older teammates. In what ways has Frost empowered you guys, young players, to be able to say your piece like you did on Saturday after the game?
just knowing that we're going to be a part of the change and knowing that we have to say some things that are probably going to make some people uncomfortable, and that's okay. But just at the end of the day, just wanting to have the best for our team and wanting the best outcome for our team.
What was today like at practice? What was the attitude like overall when you guys got back out there?
It was just focus, just making sure that we were taking care of the little details and some little things that cost us the game on Saturday, just lining up on the ball correctly and making sure that we're having the right fits on defense and things like that. So just everybody just making sure that they're focused and paying attention to what they need to do.
With the culture talk, is it at a point now where you guys you're kind of sick of talking about it, or is it something that needs to be continued to discuss?
We aren't done talking about it technically, but everybody knows that what's expected and what Coach Frost wants out of everybody. So that's really what everybody's tried to do, is just know exactly what he wants and give everything you got every play.
How did the seniors, how did some of the older guys receive maybe some of what you and Jared Nelson said?
I'm sure they felt the same way as we did. Not everybody was all the way bought in, but I think we're going to get to the point especially towards the end of the season, everybody's going to buy in, and then obviously I think you'll see a much different and driven Husker team the rest of the year.
You play next to three quarterbacks now this year. Could you speak to the depth that's in that room, and sort of regardless of what happens, whether it's this week or 0-5, the confidence you have in that group?
Obviously, we have three quarterbacks that can go in and win us Big Ten football games, and that's something that I don't think a lot of teams have. So that's a really good thing that we have, and all of the quarterbacks, they all have different skill sets, but they all can do some of the same things and help our offense and help us win football games.
You got hammered a couple times in that game. How did you feel coming out of it?
I mean, sore, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm gonna do. If I take a hit, I'll take a hit, and not gonna faze me too much. I'll get back up and keep going at it.
Is that as hard as you've been hit this season?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really try to pay attention to how hard I've been hit or anything like that. So.
Who are some guys in your class that we haven't seen as much on the field that you think behind the scenes are coming along?
I'd say like Ramir Johnson, Bryce Benhart, Ethan Piper, a couple of those guys. I mean, everybody, Darian Chase, those guys are working hard every day in practice just to hopefully get their shot on Saturdays and show what they can do.
And when you're not 6'2", 230 pounds like Indiana's running back, how much does toughness become a component of your game, just being able to withstand some of the punishment that you take?
Well, so I mean, all my life I've been smaller than most of the guys that have been tackling me. I've taken some hits all my life too, so that's just how I've always been. I mean, being tough is something that you don't have a question. If you're going to play football, you have to be tough. So always being a small guy, I've always prided myself on being tough and being able to get right back up even if I get hit hard.
What do you think of the number of carries you've had, over 20? I mean, when you saw that on the stat sheet, what did you think?
I mean, and like I said in the press conference on Saturday, I don't care how many times they need me to carry the ball. If that's 30 times, I'll carry it 30 times. If it's 10 times, I'll carry it 10 times. Whatever they need me to do, I'm going to do, and whatever to help our team win.
Hey, you mentioned Rondell. Do you guys text with you during the year? And do you have to cognizant that don't reach out to them on a week like this?
I mean, we FaceTime, we text, we Snapchat, we do all those different types of things. I mean, we're still friends at the end of the day. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk at some point this week, try to get a word out if he's playing or not. I don't know if he'll want me to put that out there or not, though. But yeah, that's a really good friend of mine and that I'll always keep in touch with.
So you don't, like, it's not trash talking thing.
Nah, most of we'll joke around and trash talk, but it's never like really intense trash talk to where like we're getting under each other's skin or anything like that.
So when you go back home for breaks, do you guys still train together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll still meet up at the gym in Louisville with Chris, and so just working on the same things that we have been ever since in high school, just breaks and catching the footballs and doing everything like that.
What do you make of the offense this year generally when you guys, you're able to move the ball, maybe in the red zone, have been convert? Is there a certain thing that you can point to that just hasn't been able to?
Usually it's just making that one little mistake, and we know that mistake if we can clean it up. And we watch the film, and you can just tell that it's one play away from breaking a touchdown, or that drive keeps going, or things like that. So we know exactly what we need to do to make sure that we get in the end zone.
Is that a mental thing?
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit more of the focus and knowing that you have to execute and doing the things the right way.
Anything else for Wanda? All right, thank you.
Thank you.